What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we have a Patreon request from Paige Ray. So Paige, I thought I'd do Anos Voldigoad. I don't know this character, so I haven't drawn him, so this is the one. She gave me a big list of characters, most of which I have drawn a couple of times, so I thought I'd do one that I haven't done before. Voldigoad. I haven't watched this Misfit of Demon King Academy. Is it any good? I don't know if it's any good. Yeah, so let's go. Let's give it a go. Portrait, standard character portrait. So landscape page, use a pencil and an eraser. Hit pause if I go too fast. So let us begin with his eyes. So, right, center point of my page about here, up over to the right hand side, and we will add a diagonal line. Just going across the top of his eye. This way, and then it kind of curves down, well, angles, not really curves, that way. Seems to be like, so like a spike, on an extra sort of spike sticking off on top, kind of coming off the corners, that kind of thing. Like so, and then this eye line kind of curves in this way, and you sort of thicken this up. Like that. Now he doesn't have a bottom eyelid drawn in, it's just his iris, right? So you just have an iris here, and then it kind of goes kind of flat across there and then up the other side. So you kind of have to imagine that bottom line is the bottom eyelid. So then he has a pupil in the middle. It's kind of like a long sort of pupil, not like a perfect circle like that. And he's got these colors around it, like black and purple and red and stuff like that. So I think it's purple and red. Purple, red here. Right, so we'll go over and do the other eye. So just thicken this up maybe a bit more. Right, his other eye, just over here. So you do the same thing again. So you go up, just goes across top of his eye. Then down the corner and into here. Right, and then you kind of thicken things up. So this is thicker. And we have these like little spikes sticking off here. And one sticking off there. And we're not really in proportion. His eyes are bigger than standard human proportions. He can't quite fit an eye, a full eye, in between here. It brings you sort of past his eyelid line here. So it's probably like 3/4 of his eye maybe will fit in between. Something like that anyway. Right, so then that iris again, across here and kind of flat along here, and then up the side, and then along pupil, sort of in the middle there. Can't really see his eyebrows and stuff, right? They're underneath his hair, but we'll draw them in, and if we need, there we go. So we'll just bring a line. So these are quite long eyebrows, just coming across here, and maybe a little bit thicker just at the front here. They're about the same color as his hair, kind of this navy dark color. Right, and then we can see an eyelid line, sort of just here, coming across the front of his eye, like that. And we could do sort of the same thing on the other side. So you'll just add sort of an eyebrow. We'll just sort of do the same thing on the other side, so we'll just go up this way. And thicken it up a little bit, just here on the front. Add somewhere just that you can color in, and it gets skinnier as we go back. Like so, and then eyelid line just underneath here, diagonal. Comes across like so. Right, something like that. Right, so his nose, so it's one of those noses with a line coming down the middle of his nose, right, like that. And then you leave a little bit of a gap. And then we go down like that for the bridge of his nose, and they draw the shadow in on the side. It goes around here, and then into there, right, like so. And then he's smiling, so we just bring a line across, smiling mostly on this side, so it comes across and then up, like that, and then a line for his bottom lip, just like here. So his chin, quite square but skinny, comes across there, like so. And you can check proportions and things now. So top eyelid to the bottom of his nose is about the same as bottom nose to chin. So here to here is about the same as here to here. And then bottom of his nose to, like, just say the bottom lip, underneath the bottom lip, is about the same as bottom lip line, this line to the chin. So here to here is about the same as here to here. Okay, roughly speaking, that's your proportion. And then we can try and do his jaw. So he's got one of those jaws that kind of curves slightly in, right? So it goes in, like, see, it kind of goes in that way, curves in towards his mouth and then out. Real sort of strong jaw. Right, kind of like that. And you're stopping to sort of see on the corners of his eyes across from his mouth, right? So he's facing right towards us, straight towards us. So when that happens, you have the jaw stops just at the mouth and under here. So then you turn the corner up the side of his head, and we meet hair just underneath his eye, so we don't have to go much further than that. We'll go the same on the other side. Now, so speaking of hair, so quite tricky hair, this. It's real perfect, you know, and they're like the worst anime hairs to draw. So we gotta go start adding spikes, right? There. And then this one comes up, covers a lot of his eyebrow now. Curves down here, back up. Another one curves down this way, touching his eyelid line. So, like that. That's what we got so far. Right, and then we have a big one, right, that comes down from here. Down towards his eye. Back up. Back down. Now he has a strand of hair that comes in. It's kind of, it looks like it's floating, right? So it comes just right near the top of his head and then across here. And then back in. and then back down, and then this will go up to there, and then hairline there, and then we have some more hairlines just coming across the top of his nose, like so. So this is like that fringe, and then we have another one coming down this way. Like so, and then 3 more kind of like same as this side now. So up, so it goes up and then down towards his eye. This one goes down here, back up, and then this comes down beside his eye, like so, onto his side of his face here, up that way. Then we have another one here, small one, that way. Right, then we can see his ears just coming out from these pieces of hair here. So the bottom of the earlobe just lines up with the bottom of the nose. You can add some ear lines down inside. This one, brown like so, and then some ear lines inside. That. Right, so then the rest of his hair then comes out from behind his neck, right? So you would draw his neck. So we'll just put a neckline there, and then a neckline. This one kind of goes a bit longer for some reason. In there. Oh, he's got a collar that comes across here. There's like neck muscle here, neck muscle there, like Adam's apple there. Right, so the rest of that hair, so we'll go, comes out from behind his neck here, spiking. Like so. Right, these long sort of lines. Right, and then keep going. So another spike here, and then this one goes all the way to kind of the top of his head. He's got like a little 2 spikes kind of sticking out from this sort of center area of his head. So, and then there. Spiking that way. Spiking out there. So you can see what I mean now about this hair. It's fairly tricky. Like that. So like in general though, like the top of his head is about halfway. So like here to say like the top of his, say his top eyelid to like this part of his head is about the same as here to here. So here to here, like to this sort of part where the top of his skull would be, is about the same level as here to here, right? just so we don't make things too big, just if you're wondering. So to the center of his eyes, kind of from the chin to the center of the eyes, about the same as center of the eyes to here, and then you just add a little hair spike on top. You don't want to make it much bigger than that, just to keep things in proportion. Right, so then he's got a shirt and a jacket on, right? So this comes out that way. Then we bring it down, across, down to here, like so, and then this kind of sticks out. Around to there, like so. There's like a white edge there. We have a button there, and then the other side goes up into there. Can we see some collarbones? Maybe. Like so. So the collar on the other side is different to this side. So it goes kind of sticks out a bit more. Like that. This one kind of folds in. And then it goes out. You could do them the same on both sides if you didn't want to, you know, if it's easier. And then this comes that way. And then he's got a jacket on as well, right? So comes down there, comes across that way. Right, so it's like a military style jacket. So it's got these, all these kind of buckles and ties and things. So it kind of bumps out here, down. And then one of these ties hangs down just here. And it has an inside area like that, and then a white, well, yeah, like a white section here, and then the lapel of his jacket comes out this way, like that, and then another line sticks down this way. And then the lapel on this side comes out like so, comes down to there, has an edge line, just go around the edge like that, and then his shoulders. So a good rule of thumb is like face width. You don't want the shoulder to go much further than that. So you're going to about here. He's got this like buckle or a piece of metal or something on his shoulder. Just here. It's like studs on it. So, and then jacket comes out down to there, and like patterns and things coming out down to there, similar shape, zigzag coming down that way, fold line there, and then he's got pocket, and there, similar on this side then, but we've got a buckle. There's like a buckle here, coming out like so, and then around. And then his shoulder, again, face width. You don't want to go out much further than his face. It's like roughly there. And then we have that zigzag pattern here. So there. Comes across. And some lines there. Line here. Like so. Right. I think that that is everything. So his eyes then, you know, it's got purple or grey and then red inside there. You can colour them that colour, but I think that's everything. That's how to draw Anos Voldigoad from Misfit of Demon King Academy. Hope it was helpful, Paige. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.